This Luminaria ceremony is an opportunity to remember all those we have lost and celebrate their lives. Today, let us honor the lives of not only our valiant cancer survivors, but those who are no longer with us. Cancer shows no preference. It strikes children, adults, family members, friends, and co-workers. Now, let us pay tribute to those we love and all those who have been touched by cancer.
Today, on Luminaria Day, we are embraced by our community, our neighbors, families, and friends. Although we cannot physically be together right now, we can still come together for one cause, to put an end to this disease. The road to a cure may be long, but you are all here because we all have hope. The hope that cancer can be defeated. We will not surrender this battle.
While we don't have a track this year, we are illuminating our social media accounts with our Luminaria bags, each representing a life that has been plagued by cancer. We will never forget their stories and will always cherish their importance to us. They may be gone, but they will never be forgotten.
As we would have changed our bags from hope to cure, we still see evidence of the changes we are making. Our hope is to create a wave that will one day lead to a cure. Every year, we relay and light up tracks all around the world with survivors, caregivers, and participants, all joining in on the fight. Now, we are turning on our flashlights at home for the people we relay for.
If you are here as a survivor, we celebrate you and ask you to turn on your flashlight now.
If you are here for your mother, please turn on your flashlight now.
If you are here for your father, please turn on your flashlight now.
If you are here for your brother or sister, please turn on your flashlight now.
If you are here for your spouse, please turn on your flashlight now.
If you are here for your child, please turn on your flashlight now.
If you are here for your grandparents, please turn on your flashlight now.
If you are here for an aunt, uncle, or cousin, please turn on your flashlight now.
If you are here for another family member or friend, please turn on your flashlight now.
If you are here for another loved one, please turn on your flashlight now. Thank you all. We would now like to introduce sophomore committee member Taylor Smith, who will be telling us how cancer has affected her.
Hi, my name is Taylor Smith. I'm a sophomore at Wayne Valley. This is my second year participating in Rally for Life and my first on committee. When I was little, I was not exposed to cancer because none of my family or friends had been affected by the deadly disease. This all changed when I entered second grade. I remember being sat down in the living room with my brother, dad, and mom. It was not something I was used to, so I became very nervous. My mom and dad explained to my brother and me that our mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. I will never forget the feelings I had this day: confusion, anger, sadness, fear. I was confused about why God would give this disease to my mother because she was such a good person. She was loved by all her coworkers at Englewood Hospital, the members of the Annunciation of the Blessed Virgin Mary, and all of my family and friends. I was angry because she did not deserve this. I was sad and afraid because I did not want to lose my mom at such a young age. For the next 2.5 years, my mom was the strongest fighter of breast cancer I had ever seen. She continued to go to work, help my brother and me with anything we needed, and still managed to hold love in her heart while she was going through rigorous chemo and cancer treatments. Over these 2.5 years, my family attended breast cancer awareness walks, raised money for cancer societies, and learned information about cancer. My mom had such a strong support system throughout her battle against breast cancer and was deserving of every member in it. It became hard to hold a conversation with her in the last few months. One Friday, I was told that my mom only had a short time left. These days went by so slow, and I tried to spend every waking moment with her. The next Monday, I woke up for school with family and friends filling my house. I was taken into my mom's room to see her beautiful body lying there asleep. I was told that she passed away during the night. I was in shock. I was in shock that on October 14th, 2013, I had lost my mom to breast cancer. I refused to believe this information, so I started getting ready for any other day of school to try to make things go back to normal. However, I stayed home for the next week. A 9-year-old girl had just lost her mother and would have to continue her journey through life without her strongest supporter by her side. Throughout this week of grieving, my family came together to rejoice in all the good memories my mom had brought to our lives. When my parents sat down my brother and me, my mom gave me a book called Remembering Mama. It is a book about a young girl that works through her grief by remembering her mother who had passed away. For me, I remember the good times I shared with my mom, like when she took me to Englewood Hospital for Take Your Child to Work Day, and when we'd watch Survivor every Wednesday night. I try not to think so much about the times where breast cancer had taken control of her life. We each remember our deceased loved ones in different ways, and the Luminaria bags at Relay for Life help us remember all those we have lost to this deadly disease. Cancer has impacted every single person in a different way. For some, their mom, for others, their distant relative. Either way, this is a very important time for the community to come together to raise money and awareness on how terrible a disease cancer is. It takes away hundreds of thousands of lives every year. It does not matter that COVID-19 has canceled our Relay for Life event. Cancer will not stop, so neither can we. Thank you for taking this time to help me remember my mother and the so many other lives we have lost to cancer.
Thank you, Taylor, for your extremely touching story. We are all here for you and Relay in support of you and your family.
Our path to the future is one of hope. Someday we won't have to be afraid. Someday we won't have to worry about cancer. Someday we will live in a cancer-free world. We may not know how long this will take, but we join together in saying that there is no finish line until a cure is found for all.
Although we cannot see all of the light, we can sense the power of this community and of others. Each light represents a life. We will not forget those who have lost their battle to this disease, nor will we forget the story behind each bag and each light.
Today, we also recognize and honor those who are currently fighting this battle or who have recently won. We light up our bags and homes as our continued commitment to your fight. You are surviving, and we support you. These lights glow in honor of you.
Every person knows someone who has been affected by cancer in some way. Every story is different, and every story should be heard. Now we ask you to join us in a moment of silence from your homes as we honor all of our loved ones tonight.
Thank you. We appreciate the continued support of the Wayne community and recognize all of the hard work that has gone into this week's event and towards the fight against cancer.
Please tune in to our YouTube channel tomorrow at 2 p.m. for a conclusion to our week-long virtual relay event, as our committee, team captains, and other participants will share why they relay. We hope to see you then. Thank you.